It's time to shift gears. All right. So after all the fun at the flat track up at Sturgis, it was time to shift gears and finish out the season. We went to another sprint enduro. It went really well. I won it, and then it was time for Motocross of Nations. And Motocross of Nations was everything I thought it would be and more. It was crazy, the energy at that race and the fans. I mean, people there were just so unbelievably stoked that we had Motocross of Nations in America again, and it was at Redbud.
Apparently this is team introductions, and we're going to jump in the back of a truck and go get air horns blown at us.
Most teams go in there going, you know, we got a good shot at winning, or our goal is top 5. I think everybody else set our goals for us. You know, a lot of people said, well, they won't even qualify for the A main. They might win. You know, they were all over the place, what people were saying we could do. Kevin, of course, is straight off the couch, 5 years on the couch, so his expectations were pretty low. You know, he's like, maybe I can get a whole shot and run up front for a lap. That'd be, you know, that'd make the weekend for me. We didn't qualify for the A main out of the qualifiers on Saturday. And Kevin's like, I don't want to qualify for the A main. I can't do, you know, 3 30-minute motos.
We made it. We won the B final somehow. So now we get to race the most laps of anybody and 2 more 30 minutes. It'll be fun.
In the worst shape of anybody. But anyway, go Puerto Rico, man. We're so excited to win something.
And I'm over there going, guys, you gotta try. Like, we have to put everything we got into it. I really want to be in these A main motos, and Travis was all for it. He's all for it at all times. He wanted to race. He was falling apart. You know, his body was not wanting to cooperate, but he was down to go racing and try to do well. It was just funny that we had so many people around our, you know, that was part of our crew. That Ricky Johnson, you know, is our team manager guy. We're talking about our strategy and that, and it finally just came down to just go do the best you can. You know, all the cheers we were hearing around the track, every corner and every jump and every straightaway had their own cheering section. The other really cool thing about Motocross of Nations was having Stryker there. When I found out that I was going to do it and be part of the team, he was one of the first calls I made. I wanted to get the old dream team back together. When he worked for me 3 years ago, we had, you know, probably one of my best seasons. I had a bunch of good finishes in GNCC, and I won the ISDE, and we just had a really good time working together again. I had my dad there. He was, you know, the other mechanic, went to the line with me and everything. And that my whole family was there, wife and all the kids and my mom, and it was super cool. Turned out to be a really good experience. So after MXoN, it was straight into straight rhythm. So for this year, they said it's 2 strokes only, no 4 strokes allowed, which I rode a 2-stroke last year, so, you know, it was no change for me, but this time everybody had to be on 2 strokes. It was fun. I don't have a 2-stroke here, a 2-stroke 250 to practice on, so it was a little bit tricky to, you know, I practiced on my 350 4-stroke and then on my off-road suspension, and I go out there, get on a 250 2-stroke on Supercross suspension, so, and it kind of showed in the results. I was still having a good time. I just never got fully comfortable. Track was a little bit tighter this year, and I just made mistakes. At that race, you have to be so precise. If you're 6 inches short or long, you can hurt what the next obstacle might be. So you have a double, triple, and it takes everything you got to make the triple. If you're a little bit short or long on the double, you're not making the triple. And it's basically what happened to me. I got out there and my practice times were okay, and I got in the race, and the first time I clipped at one of the tables, the on-offs, and I lost about a bike length and never was able to make it back up. So the next run against the same guy, I had to win this one or it was over, and I was leading, and I went a little long on a jump on a double, and I wasn't able to jump the next one. Almost came back at the end. I hit the whoops wide open. I never let off coming into them, and I got it down to about 2 feet that I ended up losing by. So that was tough, but pretty bummed because that was a super fun event and I want to do well at it. I want to be able to win it one day or you know, at least be in the finals. And wasn't meant to be this year, but hopefully they'll invite me back and I can do it again next year. So after Ironman GNCC, another quick turnaround. We left about 6 days later and went to 6 days in Chile. You know, that's one of my favorite races of the year. I love the format and racing with all the you know, international guys, the best off-road riders in the world. You know, if MXoN is the Olympics of motocross, then ISDE is the Olympics of off-road. So it's really fun, and leading up to it, you know, I got to practice it a little bit, some grass track stuff, and riding the 250. I rode 250 down there, which I don't ride all year. I rode 350 all year, so that took a little bit of getting used to. But day one went really well. I won one test. I was top 3 in most of them, and I was 4th after day one, not far off the lead. For the outright lead, and the team, as a team, we were winning. We were ahead of everybody. So it was going pretty well. Day 2 came around and I had a big crash, a really big crash that it hurt me and hurt my scores a lot. I lost a lot of time when I crashed, and so as a team we slipped back in the standings just a second, but we lost, you know, we lost a lot on the leaders. It happened out of nowhere. I didn't expect it. All of a sudden I was flipping, and mid-flight I saw a metal gate coming at me. Well, actually, I was coming at the metal gate, but it looked pretty stout, and I fought it and it won. It hurt me. I was down after that one. Just took a metal gate right to the chest, and I actually bounced off of it and did a flip after that. So. Not a super fun crash, and it definitely hurt. From there on, I finished. You know, I didn't quit, but I was just hurting. I was taking medicine to keep the pain down, but at the same time I was just weak because of my injury, and it was tough for me to go through 4 more days left of me not being able to ride as well as I wanted to. You know, I knew what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't do it. For me, it was cool to, even though I had a rough week and all that, to get second, you know, was better than not getting second, you know. So I was happy with, or pretty proud of that we, you know, my teammates were awesome. They rode good all week. They all had their troubles too, and they stayed strong, and it's just an honor for me to race for America on the ISDE team. I think it's really cool. You guys are going to be pretty excited when you see some of the events that I'm going to do. Definitely going to change it up a little bit as far as the kind of events that we do and the number of them. So I'm really excited. When the time's right, I'll let you know about it. So thanks for tuning in, and I will be seeing you soon. Dang it. Oh. What do you call a male cow who's sleeping? A bulldozer. Hey, it's Ryan Sipes. Episode 2 of Chapter 2, Season 3 is out now. Check it out. Was that variation? Curveball. I'll do a regular one. Hang on. Oh, yeah.